Today we're going to talk about my top tips for Google reviews. I'm Trisha Clemens with MuttButs.com, and I want to talk to you about the #1 review site, Google. Did you know that 86% of people look at reviews for local businesses? And your Google review has a lot of impact on your SEO, and it also helps build trust with those potential customers you're looking for. The quantity of your Google reviews. You need to consistently ask for Google reviews because it is important as far as how long ago that review was written when your customers are looking at those reviews. Now, make sure that you're not batch requesting. Google does not like it when you send out batch requests for reviews. Their algorithm will pick that up and you could be penalized. You could even have all of your reviews taken down if Google thinks you're in violation of their guidelines. You should consistently ask your customers for reviews and do it and make it something that's personal. Make sure that you send them a direct link to review you. Don't just say, review us on Google. Send them a link directly to your Google My Business profile where it says write a review so that they can click on that and write a review right there. The other question people ask is, well, how many reviews and how many stars are enough? It really differs among each industry. The main thing is do a search and see what your competitors have, and you want to have more than them and you want to have higher stars than them. That's really it. A lot of times people look and they'll say, well, it should be 40 to 50, but if you're looking at that number and thinking you're never going to make it there, just do it incrementally. Decide how many reviews you want to get a month and go and target that, and then continue to get those reviews. So first take a look and see what's the competition doing, and then have a plan and set that up to get the quantity of reviews that you're looking for. The next thing you need to take into consideration is the quality of reviews. Google really does like the reviews that has a little more words to it, not just a star, but also contains the wording to it as well, because your reviews, your star rating, and also the review that's actually left, that can help you rank as far in the search engine results. It can help your SEO and boost you for your local search engine optimization. For instance, if you're on the desktop and you do a search and you put your search term in and you notice something might come up in there, and underneath it, it will say this came up because this term was found on the website or in a review that was left. Something in there, Google will pick up different things either on the website or possibly in a review. So one thing you can do is when you're asking your customers to leave you a review and you've provided a specific service for them, ask them to review that specific service and have them try to get them to include those terms in that. That's really good for your local SEO when those terms come up with your business. Your Google reviews can also help you increase your sales. That's because over 50% of people that read online reviews will then click and go on to your website. One thing you need to make sure that website's mobile friendly. Everyone that's clicking through to your website can get all of the information that they need right there on your site. Your Google ratings build trust with not only Google, but your potential customers. A lot of customers will look at that and see how many reviews you have and read those, and it can build that level of trust. A 2018 Bright Local survey found that 91% of 18 to 34-year-olds trust online reviews as much as they do individual person-to-person reviews from someone that they actually know. Replying to reviews. Make sure that you reply to every single review that you get. When people are looking at reviews and they see the business responding, they know that the business is active on there and wants to see and read what their customers are saying and are responding to them. And again, respond to every single review, even negative reviews. The one tip about negative reviews, if you're in business long enough, everybody's going to get a negative review here or there, and you just have to politely respond to it. Try to take them offline if you can. Ask them if you can contact them to see what you can do to help remedy the situation. There could be an instance when you change their mind and they do increase your rating. So that's one thing. Respond to all reviews. You do need to remember when you're responding to negative reviews, don't go down that rabbit hole with them. You need to remember that you're writing it not only to the person that you're responding to, but to everyone out there that's reading this response. Everyone that's reading your reviews can see this, and if you go off on a long tangent, it might look poorly on your business. But make sure you do respond to those negative reviews as well as the positive ones. The best way to combat a negative review is to get more positive reviews. One thing that you do need to be aware of when you're asking for reviews is, first off, you cannot give any type of compensation for reviews. That is against Google's guidelines. The other thing is that's against their guidelines, review gating. And that's something that Google does not want to see at all. For instance, what that means is you can't send out information to everyone to find out what they thought of your service or product, and then come back and look at the responses. If it was positive, tell them to review you, and if it was negative, take you on a different course to try to either resolve that or something else. But they don't want you sorting through those. That's determined by Google as against their guidelines. And if Google finds out that you're doing any of these things, and they can tell through the algorithms how that works, they will penalize you by either going in and removing some of your reviews or all of your reviews. And it really Google, it's up to them as far as what reviews they take down. You may have decided were before you started doing that, but Google may still count those and take those away from you. So the bottom line is it's not worth it to go against Google's guidelines for getting those reviews. Make sure with your Google reviews that you are first asking for reviews, asking for them often, and responding to your reviews. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments below what your biggest obstacle is for getting your Google reviews. Thanks for watching. I'm Trisha Clemens with MuttButs.com, and I'll see you in the next video.